welcome to this week's episode of Whimsy with the Z. Your host, Ben. The first week of October. First week guest, Alice. How you doing, Alice?
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I've been in my studious,
This last month has been amazing because of you. But we'll get into that. Yeah. So let's see. We've done this for this would be your fourth month.
Right.
We're in October.
Mm-hmm.
I'm checking in. We're gonna try to record it with Mark, and I was like, we're gonna try to keep it small. And then unfortunately, it went into like an hour. But how you been? How's school going now that you're 3 months into school? It's your last year.
Mm-hmm.
How are things? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. I still need to start applying for like college and stuff like that. But
You have a list of schools that you're ready to start applying for?
a couple. Yeah, I have a couple.
Okay. Do you do Halloween? Do you go dressing up?
I love Halloween. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Like, what are you dressing up as?
I'm not sure because I've thought of so many and I keep seeing ideas and stuff like that and I just love them. Like I saw one for a frog. I thought like I might just be basic, and do Coraline since my hair is blue. I thought of just being a witch. Yeah.
I think Pinky might be going as Coraline.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You never know.
We'll be twins.
You guys should. Then, do you go trick or treating anymore?
I have been, yeah.
All right, you gotta fuck it. Let's do it. You can make a boyfriend. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If they were gonna hand out free anything, I would be knocking on everybody's door.
Yeah, that's my middle name.
You gonna take your boyfriend with you? Make him dress up? Or is it more of a girl thing?
Huh?
Or is it more of a girl's thing?
I thought about making him dress up and go trick-or-treating with me, but I don't know. I might just go with a group of friends and stuff like that.
All right. What day is Halloween on this year? I don't even know.
It's on a Thursday this year.
Did you have a favorite costume from the past?
I don't think I really have a favorite, but I had a couple that I really liked.
Like
One year when I was younger, because I love Disney, when I was younger, I dressed up as Merida from Brave because she was my favorite.
Yeah.
And then another year, my mom dressed up me and my sister as Lydia and Beetlejuice, and I was Lydia. And I was wearing the red dress, stuff like that. So it was pretty cool.
Do you do homecoming? Because that should be this week or last week, right?
Yeah, my school hasn't told us anything about when we're having homecoming, but I'm planning on going again.
You do the dance? Do you do any of the Spirit Week activities?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Does your boyfriend like to go to the dances?
I don't know. But he's going. He's going with me, okay? He's going to go to homecoming. We're going to go to prom. And we're going to wear matching outfits.
I like it. Some things will never change.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to go, but we have to go.
Yeah.
Are you feeling more comfortable chatting now that we've done this for 3 months?
Yeah.
I like it. It's interesting. last month you guys all killed it. Like, you guys were amazing last month. What was so 3 months in, what are your impressions now of the podcast? Do you like it? Do you think you're doing anything positive with it?
I feel like I've noticed how you said in, I think it was Danielle's recording, or it was Dean's, that like when Danielle and Pinky like do their little collab,
Yeah.
then it really like brightens up, it's more. I think it's so adorable.
Would you want to re-record with one of them?
Oh my gosh!
Like, if all 5 of you, 6 of you kids, I wish yours was video, man. You're the best. You're the coolest.
I found out. I realized recently that I'm the oldest.
You are the oldest.
Yeah, that's a first for me.
And you're probably the smallest. Does your height bother you? Do you not like being like 4'0"? I know you're not 4'0", but you're like 5'0".
I'm like 5'2" and a quarter. I think, I'm not sure. Like 5'2". It doesn't really bother me. It's just like sucks when I can't reach something on the top of the cabinet.
I love it. I have had a blast doing this podcast with you guys because obviously I like to podcast. So now I get like I do so many podcasts. It's so crazy because I do the Monday show, and then I do the Monday live show, and then the Saturday live show. So that's 3 a week. But with you guys, I'm doing like 2 a week. So I'm like almost doing more of you guys than I am the rest of the podcasts.
Right.
Oh, it's fun getting to know you guys. You're still doing yearbook?
Yeah, still doing yearbook.
What tasks are you asked to do for yearbook?
Well, me and the people in my class, we were put into groups of who's doing like sports, student life, I got put in a group with 2 other people to do the student life section, where we were thinking of like going around interviewing people, asking questions like, oh, what do you do during school? Like, what do you do at lunch? People that get out early, like, oh, do you go home? Do you like study, or do you go out hang out with friends?
If you put a microphone in front of their face, you would technically be podcasting.
That's true.
See, look, podcasting can help with real life stuff.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself slightly more comfortable talking to people, or like, have you applied consciously anything from doing the podcast to real life?
A little bit.
Like what?
Well, like you said, like talking to people and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I hate talking to people. Like in general, I'm not that big of a fan of people.
I hate people, but I love talking to people.
I don't like them. I don't like being around them. Like,
have you thought back? Okay, let's talk about last month, because you absolutely loved last month, and I've been telling everybody 3 live streams, minimum 3 live streams, maybe a couple of the other Wednesdays. But I have mentioned that rumor has it you just you fell down that whimsy rabbit hole, and you just fell in love with everybody. So tell me a little bit about your experience re-listening to all of the Whimsy kids, and how you made your household like either listen or hear about them?
Okay, well, I'll start with Mark.
Okay.
I remember listening because I listened to all of the getting to know like the Whimsy kids and stuff like that. Mark, I remember in one of his recordings, he like talked about I forgot what it's called, where it's like looking at blood and stuff like that.
Forensics.
Yeah, and he got excited about it. I was like, oh my gosh, he's a weirdo too. And then he was saying how he doesn't like people. Me too, brother. Like, and then Danielle, I love her. And like, I like listening to. She has so many cats. Oh my gosh, she has cats. I'm so jealous. I want one so bad. Oh my gosh. And then just like listening to like how she likes to draw and whatnot. I'm interested in seeing some of her drawings if she's willing to do that, you know?
Right.
And then Dean. It took me a second. I was like, are they related? Because you said in Dean's recording. Oh, it's funny because none of them realize what? They're related?
Like, it's not a secret, but because Dean even mentioned, like, I was hoping in that same episode, because they've come out the same week, that you, like, we put it together that the both of them have a bunch of cats, and not just two people have a bunch of cats.
Yeah.
But yes, technically they're siblings. I was wondering how long it took you guys to figure it out.
Yeah, I kind of put the puzzle pieces together.
Dean's a fun one. I like Dean.
And I told my mom about it, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that's the one that loves his mom and listens to R&B." I was like, "Oh my god, I love it."
So your mom listens to all of them?
I think she has. She tells me whenever she listens to mine. And then I'll hear her listening to the other kids.
How does it feel knowing that your mom listens to you talk about, like, especially with last month, we did a bunch of questions, we got a little deep. Like, how does it, like, what are some of your feelings when your mom's like, or now that you know, you're like, she's going to listen to this? Do you hold back at all? Or do you kind of keep the integrity of the show and be like, it is what it is?
I keep the integrity of the show, you know?
That's what we're talking about.
I mean, sure, yeah, my mom's gonna listen to it. Hi, Mom. But yeah, and then she'll tell me whenever, like, you say something to her about recording and whatnot, and then she'll text you about something, and she'll be like, "Oh, you're just the best." And I was like, "I'll try."
Who else is there? We got Pinky. How do you like Pinky?
I love Pinky. I feel like I want to be friends with them and all of them and stuff like that, but I feel like they're going to be like, "Ew, you're old." Like, I don't know you.
Oh, that's so funny. And then Liam, he was in a couple episodes. We're trying to get him back, but he's wrestling, so he's doing like 2-a-day practices, competitions on Saturday, and then by the time I get him on Sunday, he's just like, I don't want to do anything with anybody. And then he's worn out, so his are gonna be a little bit more sporadic.
Yeah.
What do you think, Liam?
I don't know. I haven't gotten to listen.
So yeah, good. He needs to come back on so we remember who he is.
Yeah.
All right. Do you listen to your own episodes?
No. I'm scared.
Oh, no. That is the weird. Like, to be fair, that is like the weirdest thing to go back and re-listen to yourself.
Yeah.
I don't do it as often as I should,
I'm scared to.
Yeah, it's definitely, it can be weird. I'm a little bit more like super critical on myself in like certain speech patterns that I have. Not so much the content, because I know that all that stuff is gold, but sometimes I hate the way that I say certain things or phrase certain questions, and I just like overcritical of myself. So I listen to some, but to be fair, I can't listen to all of them. Like everything I record, I can't do it. But I have to listen to all your guys' twice because I have to edit this afterwards. Okay, so what is this that I hear that you're bringing it up at the dinner table? What are we bringing up?
I mean, it's just the general things. How I talked about, like how I said that Danielle has cats, and then Pinky said that she wants to go to the cat island. Oh my! There's so many times that I've said like, oh my, like I'll send videos and stuff like that on TikTok or whatever to my friends and my boyfriend, and it's like, oh, whoever sent this to you wants to go to Cat Island with you. Oh my gosh.
It's a little bit, it's interesting because you would want to be friends with all five of these kids, but without the podcast, you would never talk to half or more of them.
I don't even know who they are.
But still,
I don't even know that.
Are you open to like, because I think what was that the first week and stuff is like you guys like your own little cliques, and it doesn't seem like a lot of like you're not opposed to meeting new people, but if all of you don't like to make the first step, you never would have connected. I am trying to get all five of you guys on the same call one day. I don't know how to do that, but I think it would be amazing.
That would be, oh my gosh.
Take a road trip? Like, the only reason like, part of me is like, let's do a road trip and we'll meet somewhere, like halfway. But then I'm like, I don't think a 41-year-old man can just start taking a bunch of kids across state lines. But I love it. What are some... Okay, so your mom told you, and I sent you the clip of me talking about Heartstoppers. How do you like it when I reference and talk about you on any of the podcasts?
I don't know. I just feel so special.
That show is amazing.
Yeah.
Season 3 is coming out next month.
Yeah.
Like early October, I think. I want to say the 3rd.
It's this Thursday.
Yeah. Are you going to binge all of them?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'll have it binged by like that Friday evening. I'll take it maybe a day and a half to do it all.
Yeah. Because with the new season coming out, I did this when the second season came out. I watched all the first season, obviously, and then I rewatched it, and then I watched the second season. And then with the third season coming out, I'm going to rewatch it all.
There you go.
And then watch the third season.
The first season is perfect. It is charming. It's wonderful.
It's so wholesome.
Season 2, a little bit slow. Like we're like, because they're only like what, 8 episode seasons?
I think so, yeah.
So like you could tell that they're building up to something. And season 3, I think, is just going to be the culmination of all the groundwork that they put in for season 2.
It's going to season 3 is going to be a lot deeper, and it's like I'm sure there's going to be like some parts here and there that's going to be wholesome, but because it's teenagers, they're in high school and stuff like that, it's going to get to the deeper parts and stuff like that. There's going to be more like, I don't know what the word is for it, but
it's like there's gonna be like they're really setting it up, like they're like something bad almost is going to happen. Like it almost leading up to like there's this big drama thing that's going to happen with someone somewhere, and then they're all going to have to work through it to make it work. But it's like almost a little scary, but then you're like, they can do it because like they can do anything, these kids. So, okay, so that's Thursday. What were your feelings of Pinky's Unplugged?
Pinky's Unplugged? Well, I started listening to it, right? And then in the beginning, obviously you guys are talking about her mother. And I had to stop because I was going to start getting sad. Because... what? But like I thought it was so cool, and I didn't know that was a thing. Like Unplugged, what? And then you guys like are talking about like because like she said, like the Whimsy with the Z, you know, the Gen Z kids, it's more restricted with some stuff, you know. And then Unplugged, you just talk about whatever.
Right. It was. Like I've done 70 some episodes, over 70 episodes, a bunch of live streams, and you guys, like 20 of your guys's, it is in my like top 3, top 5 favorite episodes I've ever recorded. Like it was the most like the honesty and like I think it was kind of just. It's weird, and like you never notice it like in the moment, but just like a real vulnerable, a real moment that two people had, which was very interesting to me. Yeah. We did not stop, but we both got. It definitely hit me, and I didn't expect it to, but it was a good episode. Would you want to do an Unplugged episode?
I feel like that'd be so cool. Like I would just get to talk about whatever.
Right.
But I just like I don't know what I would talk about, you know? I feel like something has to come to me in the moment.
Let's see. Because like with Pinky, you know, I mentioned like when she talks about mom, like her tone and her attitude, and like just she lights up. So I'm like, oh, we definitely want you to talk about that. And then I kind of just I like asking. I'm a very big fan of asking questions. So when we set up the ground rules that says nothing's off the table yet, and then I kind of just ask the weird questions that I'm interested in. I think. I asked a lot of the questions too of what I think, like friends and family would ask, you know, somebody. So we're comfortable to a point where you're now family. So I felt okay to kind of like ask some of the harder questions.
Yeah.
If you're interested, I think I have a couple of ideas that we can go. Yeah. But I did also like she gave me her perspective on some of the bigger topics. Like, what do you think about some of those harder, deeper, like real life situation topics? You think we should get into some of those?
Yeah, because like that one of the questions that you ask is like, oh, what's like events or like stuff in general that you're passionate about? Like, there could be so many things like stuff that I'm passionate about or like believe in. There's not necessarily like a specific thing, but if I know something, like if you start talking about something and I know like quite a bit about that, then by all means, I'm gonna speak my mind. I do this all the time with my friends. Like they'll start talking about something, and if I know like a bit about it and I know like some sort of like information or whatever about it, I'm I'm gonna start talking about it. You know, I'm gonna speak my mind, like, you know, or like if someone were to ask me, like, because I'll have like deep conversations with my friends too.
Mm-hmm.
They ask me a question, and obviously, like, if I'm comfortable with answering that question, I'm gonna answer.
I will look at my schedule. All right, we're gonna schedule you an unplugged sometime this month. I know, how exciting, huh? Which just means I have to text your mom and find out all your embarrassing things. Just kidding.
Oh yay!
Yeah, it was a weird throwaway comment at the end of her Whimsy Z, and we did it like the following week, and she was just gung ho. She's like, let's talk about it all. So
Yeah.
I like, again, because like she said, the Whimsy Z doesn't allow for certain conversations to happen, because we try to structure it so that everybody, we follow a theme every month.
Yeah.
All right, when to get a little unplugged with you. I think it would be fun. Mark said he would do one, and then I'll have to get with Danielle and Dean and see what they think.
Yeah.
Because they're the two youngest.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, if you guys do enough unplugged, then they'll come out and do an unplugged. But they don't have to. No rush. No.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But it was exciting. It was kind of like a bonus material, like a bonus episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. I'm glad that you liked it and that you resonated with it, because it was definitely I don't think we could have done that episode 1, but like episode 4.5, we definitely can do it. So now that you're all comfortable and stuff, I got some.
Yeah.
I pick up on things, so I'm like, I'll have to go back and re-listen and pick up on a couple more things, and I'll hit you with all the hard questions.
Can you name something that you've picked up on?
Huh?
Can you name one thing that you might have picked up on?
Let me see. One of the things that we'll eventually get into, but because okay, so of all of you guys, and I don't know how to fit it in with everybody, but it would be probably because you're a single mom household, yes? Mark, Pinky, even myself. So it'd probably be something a little bit more geared towards like that dynamic, like the growing up with the lack of or not enough of a father figure, because that's always kind of a weirder subject. And
Yeah.
but some of like your sophomore junior year, like when you were a little bit more like okay, you never said it, but you seemed a little bit more wild sophomore, like that sophomore year, because that's when you met your boyfriend, and then you like you did mention that something happened. Okay, hold on, let me remember. Okay, so between your grades dropped your sophomore year for a minute because of a boy, but then
It was junior year.
your junior year, and then it's going to be because if grades fall, then like the rest of your life starts to fall apart. So I'll poke at that for a minute to see what you can come up with.
But I think it was around winter, winter break and stuff like that. And then my grades dropped during junior year around winter, like in fall, because a boy. And then in general, like around winter, for some reason, I get more, I don't know what the word is, but like, just like down. It's weird.
Is it like a depression?
I mean, I don't want to say like a depression, because like I'm not depressed. It's just like with my emotions and stuff like that. I don't know why or how it works, but like in general, that tends to happen.
Consistently in the winter?
Yes.
So you get, we'll call it like a blah. You kind of just get.
I get more quiet, like closed off. But it's weird because I love winter and I love like the cold, you know? Like just
That is
like
weird.
Yeah.
But
like sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
That was when I was living with my dad. I've never.
Because, okay, somebody moved away and then came back.
Well, when I was younger, because my dad has always lived in California, and then summer before my freshman year, he moved out here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I have a very similar feeling, and for whatever reason, and I haven't documented it, but May is my worst month. I hate everything that, like, for whatever reason, life just seems to kick me a little extra in the face in May, like the whole month. Like if anything bad's gonna happen, it's gonna happen in May, and I don't understand why, but it seems to be consistently like every year. All right, we're gonna find out why you get sad in the winter. Let's see what else. Ooh, okay. I gotta run some ideas by you. So next month, November, would you want to talk to another kid, or would you like an episode where you ask me questions? Now here's the caveat. Whatever one we don't pick, we will eventually do first of the year.
Okay.
So do you want to talk to somebody else first, and then talk to me, or vice versa?
Oh, gosh, you gave me such a hard decision. What? Oh my gosh.
You're the best, man. I wish you were. I had these all recorded, and like 10 years from now, I'm just gonna put them out there, and people can be like, "I know that girl. This is what she was." Because I'm not gonna tell you what everybody else voted.
Okay.
Only one person so far, but I'm gonna be asking all of you, which one do you think you would like for November? Okay. While you're thinking of which one you want, in November, do you think your mom would come on, and would you be okay if your mom came on and talked about her impressions of the podcast and what she likes about it, and just I'll talk to her for a half hour about the podcast? Do you think she would do that?
I think so.
Would you be okay if she did that?
Yes, I would be okay with that.
All right. So November, you could talk to somebody else, or you can ask me questions. And then for December, because it's you guys got a big break coming up for winter break. You got the holidays. So I'll take the parent family recordings from November, and I'll put those out for December, so you guys get a break for December. And then after that, then we could do the second option.
Okay. I think after listening to the getting to know the other kids, I want to go with talking to another one.
Okay.
And then ask you questions.
All right, deal. Let me see. I don't know what the logistics of that looks like. I don't know who we pair you with. I don't know how. So I will probably intro the episode, and then I'm going to bail out. So I will eventually get with you in the next week or two, and then you guys are going to have to come up with like your own, like you're going to, not that I say it, you're like, I don't want to do any of this anymore. But yeah, you guys will have to like fill a half hour by yourselves and kind of like, just like, I'm going to bail out and let you guys talk to each other. And then we'll go from there. We'll see what those sound like. It sounds amazing.
We're just going to wing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that sounds like so much fun. Does it make you nervous at all to hear what your mom thinks or what another parent or family member thinks of the podcast?
Yes and yes.
Yes and yes. What could be the worst thing that they could say that would just destroy you? And you'd be like, I'm not
I don't like this kid.
I can tell you right now, there's not a single person that can say that. Because you're amazing. You're so much fun.
Oh, thank you.
You're okay. So this is your last year. If we were to do like a season 2, you'd still be a Gen Zer. Would you come back and continue doing this next year as a life outside of high school?
Absolutely.
You're like, it sucks, guys. Don't graduate.
Don't graduate. Stay a kid. I won't even technically be an adult when I graduate. I'm barely even turning 17 this month coming up.
That's crazy. But you will no longer be in school. You will now be. Okay, you brought it up that you are the oldest. How does it make you feel to know that you're the oldest and that you are going to graduate first? You have the first like senior prom. You get like Pinky got a job, so you won't be the first to get a job. But yeah, how does it make you feel to know that you're going to be like? Are you You're not the oldest in your family, are you? As the kids?
My siblings and stuff?
Yeah.
I'm the oldest. I have all younger siblings.
Oh, okay. So then this should just be natural. You're just like, I know you guys are younger than me. You like being the oldest? I think I've asked you that once before, and I'm not going to fact check it.
I mean, it's all right. It's all I know, you know? It sucks when I try to tell my sibling to do something and they don't listen. Like, hey, man, pick that up because you threw it on the floor. And they're like, no. Why are you talking to me? I'm sorry. Where did that audacity come from?
Oh my God, I miss all of that because, okay, I got one sister a year younger, one 4 years younger.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about it every once in a while because we were not nice to the youngest. Like, we were just monsters to her. But like the idea, right, of like pick up the trash, like it just reminds me of like us, like the individual moments of when we were monsters. I mean, like, I'm the oldest, you have to do it because I'm the oldest, and kind of like that hierarchy of like you have to do what I say because I'm older, I guess. Mm-hmm. Oh, I love it. Okay.
I don't think I necessarily really do that, but I know my 12-year-old sister for sure, because she's the second oldest.
Uh-huh.
So she'll for sure be like, do this because I said so. And then because she gets some sort of confidence in her. Like I said, audacity, because I don't know, she's bigger than me. She's like, you're smaller than me. So what? So what? You're my older sister. You're smaller than me.
That is funny.
It's outrageous.
Like that 12, 13-year-old confidence. Like, where does that go?
Just turned 13. I forgot. She just turned 13. I'm scared.
Okay, so how old is she? You said 13?
Yeah.
So she's in 7th grade?
Yes.
All right. In 2 years, if we're still doing this, do you tell her to come on Wednesday with the, what are they, A's? Or they're like alphas now? Okay, whatever version of that is.
Yeah.
Do you tell her, you'd be like, you need to go on this podcast?
I think so. Yeah. Like, hey, man.
Oh man, that'd be so cool. And you'd be like, you're like, I'm a legacy character, so you need to go on. Oh man, that'd be so much fun. And then I'd be like, how is it like? How is it, Alice being your sister? And then you get like a real answer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that. That's funny. Mm-hmm. I think that's all I got. I wanted to kind of just keep it nice and just check in and just, are you happy? You doing good? Grades are going good?
Yeah. I have all A's.
What?
It's crazy. And it's not even the beginning of the year.
Right? Like you got tests and like you got homework that have been turned in. So it's not like an arbitrary A. It's like you worked for that A.
Yeah, because this is the last week before the end of the quarter.
You're killing it. Oh. All right. Well, I think, you got any questions or anything for me?
Well, I mean, how have you been doing this past month?
Man, let's let me tell you. I'm having a blast. Like I really am. You saw the video in which I live stream and I lose my shoe. And I just stop everything to find a shoe.
Said, hold on. I lost my shoe. Guys, send help. I lost my shoe. I was like, where's this shoe?
All of a sudden, you care about the shoe? Mom, baby, I was picking up the shoe. Oh my god. That's so dumb. Oh, when's the last time you laughed like that?
I don't know. Saturday.
Oh, that's so funny. I might have seen some pictures that you were at a birthday party. Looked like you guys had a good time.
Oh yeah. Me and my friends, we went to a main event to celebrate my friend's birthday. And it was just a bunch of us, girls and her younger sister, who's like a year younger than my sister. But it was mostly us teenage girls and stuff like that. We did bowling, we did 2 things of laser tag, and we were all just goofing off, just having a good time.
Oh.
And then while we did 1 round of bowling, and then we went to sit down, and we were eating pizza and stuff like that. We were going to sing happy birthday. And I kept making jokes and stuff like that. And then me and my one friend that I was sitting next to, we just kept dying I'm like hitting her while laughing, and she's just like, oh my gosh, it was so funny. And then they started singing Happy Birthday. I was like, oh wait, guys, let me lock in and start singing because I'm dying.
I love it. It looks. You seem to be doing very well. Obviously, you're doing well in school. You're happy. Back to your question, I have some car issues. Like the way you guys talk about taxes is the way I think about like car maintenance. Is like you guys are like, oh man, I'm scared of like taxes. I'm like, I hate having to deal with car issues because it puts you in a really like one time. So recently I was driving and the car just shut off. So like it's like the scariest thing in the world to be driving on the freeway and then your car breaks and then you're like, who do you call? How do you get the car home? And it's like I don't want to freak you out, man, but adult sucks.
I mean, I don't have a car yet, so I don't think I'll be worried about that just yet.
No, but like you got so many more years of being an adult.
No.
Oh. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm very happy. I'm good. Other than the car issue, I'm handling like I got to a point where I was like, I don't want I try to be very accommodating to like trying to get the car over there and communicating and everything else. And then it's got to a point where I'm like, it's not my job. This is what they get paid to do. Mm-hmm. Go pick up my car, go take it where it needs to go, and then that guy needs to give me a call, and I just got done with it and just like let everybody else handle it. I'm just gonna just do my thing and just try to relax and chill with it. So, but yeah, everything's going pretty good. We got some new neighbors, and they're fantastic. I got the 4-year-old, and she's the coolest thing in the world. Liam's awesome. He's wrestling. He's just dominating the mats. I'm making merch. I'm podcasting still a bunch. I don't know, man. You'll hear it on Mark's. Like, I'm like the best version of myself right now. So I cannot complain. I'm super happy with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have a good rest of the evening, and then I will definitely be following up with your Unplugged. All right, let me see. I'm out of town in 2 weeks. Let's get a calendar real quick. Yeah, I could have just ended this, guys, but we're going to go ahead and look at my calendar. And it'll probably be the week of like the 14th to the 19th or the 21st.
Okay.
And we'll have it'll go out either the 21st or the 28th.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, thank you for hanging out.
Yeah. I just want to let you know, Ben, you are truly amazing.
Thank you.
You're truly the best. And I love you. Okay?
Thank you.
Of course.
Like, it's, I can't thank you guys enough because it is like the weirdest idea, especially as a kid. Because like a lot of you guys have at some point were like, we're going to be TikTok stars or YouTube stars, or like you want to do something in that. And then when presented with the, like, hey, do you want a podcast? You're like, but you guys are doing it and you guys are fantastic. You guys make the show, to be fair. Nobody listens to this thing for me. I'm telling you that right now. They got enough of me all week. They don't even care about me, but they love you guys. But thank you. I appreciate you.
Of course.
This is a lot of fun. All right. Well, you have a good evening. Thanks for hanging out. Whimsy.